Easy, guys. I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
Alright, hey, vinyl community. Yeah, so I interrupt your normal programming today. Spin Doctor, Vinyl Mayhem, this is Kendall here. I interrupt your normal programming, I guess to vent, maybe to air some grievances, some frustrations, but also to give you some feedback and also just tell you about something I am excited about. So it's kind of a mixed bag of emotions. So first things first, it's Saturday, it's July 12th, I think. And yesterday I was so excited I was able to pick up this. If you don't know, this record, this is Billy Joel's last studio album, River of Dreams. Came out 1993, and basically this was the one album that is basically impossible to get on vinyl. Had big hits such as River of Dreams, Lullaby, All About Soul, No Man's Land. It's a great record. Very, very excited to be able to finally pick this up on vinyl because it was reissued yesterday. So happy to finally get this. Before, it was only, I believe, came out in like South America, Europe, Korea, and getting original pressings of this are super expensive. And then I think Friday Music did some one-offs of this that are really expensive and quite frankly not very good from what I hear as well. So it's just a really hard record to get. And then it came out in the Volume 2 box set as well. So, but it's now a standalone record. And, it's a comes out on this, nice Columbia label. Got an nice inner sleeve. So very excited to pick it up. I spun it today after I cleaned it. Disc is nice and flat. There was no pops or clicks or ticks or anything. What I will say, and granted I don't have anything to compare it to except for a CD, and I'm 99.9% positive that this was a digital recording anyway. The main thing you have to do is you have to turn the volume up. So that, I don't know who cut this or anything like that. But yeah, very excited to finally, this was the last album I needed to complete my studio album discography. I now have all of the Billy Joel albums on vinyl, so very excited about it. Now, to air my grievances. This has got to stop. I'm just going to go and say that now. This has got to stop. I went to go pick this up at my local Lunchbox Records because they reissued his entire catalog on Friday. And they did not get one single copy of this. They got every other album except for this album. And when I asked, he said that they didn't press enough copies of this, and so it would probably be the end of the month before they were able to get any. He said they ordered them, but they just didn't get any. So it's like, crap. Now, I left work. I normally on Fridays, what I like to do is on my lunch break, I go to Lunchbox. So I was like, crap. So already I lost time. So I'm like, all right, well, let me call Repo. Call Repo. Didn't have any either. They didn't get any in. I'm like, oh, crud. So at this point, I'm like, well, I need to go back to work. So then I'm thinking, okay, what are some other stores around or nearby that would get new pressings? Because Noble, Dylan gets some new stuff in, but he mainly deals with used records. So I went to Google and I started looking up, in like a 30-mile radius, record stores. And I called Recyclable, I called the new place in Gadenville. I mean, one guy didn't even know that this was coming out. The other guy said, no, we didn't get any in either. So then I'm like, crap, well, let me reach out to Billy at Riverbend, because I knew that he got some because he showed some in his slip. And he told me, yeah, I got 4 copies and we sold out already. He said, the distributor's out. I'm like, oh, no. He said he was going to check with his buddy in Ohio. Out. Plaid Room didn't even get any. Plaid Room gets tons. I went, are you freaking kidding me? So I went to Amazon. Amazon said that they had them, but instead of like next day shipping, it said that they'd get here Monday. Well, I don't like ordering from Amazon because I've had some bad experiences. But I went ahead and I ordered one from Amazon. Now this isn't that copy. So then I started thinking, what else can I do? So I just typed in River of Dreams vinyl in Google. Now I'm doing all this while I'm working, by the way. So I'm trying to work and do other things at the same time. And Barnes and Noble is what popped up. And I went, oh yeah. Well, a few stores popped up, and it said check and see availability in store. Well, the closest store said no. The next store said pick up in store, and I went, really? So clicked on it. Said reserve your copy or buy copy and pick up in store. So I clicked on reserve copy. Now, because I wasn't sure still. I was like, last thing I want to do is buy it and then show up and have it not be there. So I was like, I'll reserve it and go after work. What do you know? They had it. It was there. And it was less than what it was on the website too. So Barnes and Noble is what it took for me to get this record. That is sad. That I had to go to Barnes and Noble, not a record store, a brick and mortar record store, to get a record that I wanted. That should be in print to begin with. I've been waiting years for this to be in print. It finally gets in print, and I can't even buy it and support a local record store. I have to go to a big box place? Are you kidding me? Now, I don't blame Billy Joel for this, obviously. He probably doesn't even know. He probably doesn't even know that this came out. But the labels and the distributors need to do better. That's sad. I want to support the small guy. I want to support the guys out there that are putting in the time and the money to make their businesses great. There are so many great record stores around. I mention them all the time. You guys know I support Dylan at Noble all the time. You guys know I go to Lunchbox on, and you guys know that I support Billy at Riverbend. I mean, I love those guys. Billy has helped me out of a jam many times when it comes to getting records for me that I can't find. And then also I talk about Big Love Vinyl. Doug, he specializes mainly in used stuff as well, but he does have some distributors that he gets stuff from as well. And so, I bought some new stuff from him. He actually, what I like about Doug is that he'll go to a distributor for stuff that I didn't know was in print or just came back into print that I didn't, and I've gotten some stuff from him. That's how I was able to get a couple of 90s stuff, the Blue Oyster Cult thing, some stuff like that. So very, very happy about that kind of stuff. But we cannot succumb to having to go to a big box store to get the records we want. We want to support the small guy. We want to support the brick and mortar record stores. This has to stop. I should not have to go online and buy from a place like Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, Amazon to get the record I want. I should be able to go to the store down the road to get the records I want. They should not be shipping to those places first. They should be shipping to the record stores because they're the ones that put in the work. This has got to stop. It's sad. Now, obviously, I wanted this record bad enough that yes, I didn't want to wait weeks. Yes, but still, it's just it ticks me off that that's what we have to do. So in the future, what am I going to do when I know a title is coming out? So I don't have to do this. I'm going to go to my record store and I'm going to have them pre-order it for me. Hopefully that will make things better. Hopefully the title will actually come the day of from the store and I can get it in my hands. But this is madness. This has got to stop. What can we do to make this better? Support your local record stores, guys. Don't go to the big box stores. Go to your locals. Support them. Shout out to Noble Records, Lunchbox Records, Repo Records, Big Love Vinyl, Riverbend Records in Godfrey, Illinois. Thank you guys for what you do. I appreciate you. You have my love and support. You know that. Plaid Room Records, all you guys out there that I buy from on a regular, thank you for what you do. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace and love. Like and support me as well. I appreciate it. Leave me some comments down below. And until next time, bye.